Hi, Haydeé. Your daughter, Tami, just finished her 12 weeks in the reading program. I just wanted to talk to you today about her progress and how she's grown throughout these 3 months.
Oh,
And hi, Amy.
hi,
Hi,
Tammy.
kitty. And then, so before Tammy started working with me, what was her reading like?
Tammy was struggling with reading. She was not going to be moved from the first grade to the second grade, but they made an exception for her. So that is when I reached out, to ask for support over the summer since summer school was not available.
Sure. And then, what was her reading and her spelling like at that
Um, she could not spell, and reading was a very difficult process with her. She didn't have confidence and she would say, I can't, I can't, I can't, which meant to me, I won't, I won't, I won't.
point?
She would sound out each individual letter. She didn't know how to make a th sound, a th sound. She didn't know how to make a ch
Mm,
sound, a ch sound, st, st. She
any of the ones.
would take quite a bit of time reading each word, and then the fluency was not there because of it.
What were her teachers saying at that point to you about that, other than we're not sure about moving her to the next grade, but once they decided that, what did they tell you about her reading or give you hope?
Her,
Give hope.
unfortunately, her teacher was she had a substitute for 3 months.
Mhm.
And the substitute often would ask her to guess the word,
Okay.
which might be a method that works for some students, but was not working for mine.
Mhm.
Um, Her teacher was better about encouraging her to read the word, and by the time her teacher returned to school, um, it was already the end of the year.
Right.
So that's why they also made the exception to move her into the next grade. However, because of this, she did fall behind, and I was concerned that she wasn't going to succeed in the next grade. My coworker actually did some research and found the program, and she did the assessment or like kind of a soft interview. But I don't remember if it was with you, Samaya, or another representative,
Mhm.
but she immediately was like, "Oh, these people are great. You should definitely give them a call. I'm going to go ahead and set my daughter up. Here's
Mhm.
the information. Here you can text her. She answers quickly. You won't have to wait more than a couple minutes for her to respond." And sure enough, I texted you, Samaya, and immediately you were already in my phone replying back and giving me all the information I needed.
What have you enjoyed about the process or what of her progress that you've seen over the course of these few months?
Most definitely enjoyed seeing her confidence grow. Now she actually tries and she tells people that she can read.
Yes.
Before she used to say she can't
Yep.
read. She told my father this morning that she's gotten much better at reading. And now she has favorite books. So it's really cute. Like she's got a little series that she has to read before bed now, and she's ready to move on to the next volume.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me on her last assessment, she said, "Yeah, I'm a way better reader now."
Yes.
She's like, "I'm a way better reader now." She's like, "Before I didn't know how to do this and I didn't know how to do that. Now I just read words. I read so many words now." I'm like, "Oh,
Yes.
yeah." Oh, yeah, she's super happy. And then what would you say about her spelling? Has her spelling improved?
Her spelling has improved and she actually does try now. She still spells certain things, the way a first grader or
Yeah.
second grader spells words, but she's actually trying now before she did not.
What would you tell somebody who was going through the situation you were in this summer or at the end of the school year?
I definitely would encourage other people to sign up, especially if they are struggling with getting their kids up to speed with their peers. And I definitely would encourage them to reach out if they don't have a summer program that they can utilize.
Now, what did you find to be the most helpful about the program?
Most helpful about the program, I would say the exercises and the explanations on why the exercises are being done. She's not just doing the work, she's actually understanding why she's doing the work.
Right. And how the pieces fit together. Yeah.
Yes. And then what the goal is in the
Mhm.
exercise, she's understanding that as well.
Yeah, because they all go together.
Yeah.
And then well, we could talk about like her beginning on her first assessment and then over to her last one. So like you said, a lot of those, like the blends, so that's a big thing first graders have issues
Yeah.
with, right? Those blends and the diagrams, so the SH, the CH, the TH, putting those together. And before, like you said, she would do, put them separately, and even some of those like three-letter words we were having trouble with, or like fast forward now, we're reading, we're I showed you those words she was reading at that 12 week, which was like, what did she have? Submit, she had contest, she had like
Yeah,
big
she had
words.
big words that she was
Right.
actually getting down. And I think that some of the phonics exercises really locked in as well. So, for example, if she sees a word like book and it has the double O, she knows it's a O sound. So that's been good because, turns out there's a whole lot of that in their grade.
You're right. Yep, there's a whole lot of that in the grade. Um, And the English language is just so hard to learn because of
Yes,
that. Like you have all these little, all these little quirks and stuff. Um, and so knowing like, okay, if that doesn't work, knowing what to switch over to, like, okay, it could say that, then try it and be able to get it that way. With her now, would you say that she enjoys reading much more or was like is less resistant to reading? I don't know if she would.
definitely enjoys reading so much more now. She wants me to buy another volume of a book series that she really enjoys. Every night before bed now, she needs to have a story before bed.
Um,
So before, like, we would maybe do a story or meditation music. Now it's the routine is there's a bedtime story and then meditation music. It's not one or the other.
okay, so she wants to do both.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's flash back to like the beginning. Well, I guess the beginning of our journey, but the end of the school year. What were the emotions that were running through you? Like, how were you feeling at that point?
I had a lot of anxiety. I felt ill-equipped, I guess, to support her. I didn't know how to teach reading for myself. I was just naturally reading. So her struggling, I didn't understand where exactly she was struggling and how to help.
Right.
So it meant a lot to be able to reach out to someone who could teach and I could overhear and listen, and then I could reinforce what was being taught later.
Right. What was the difference between what the school was teaching versus what you saw us doing? I know you mentioned already the guessing with the substitute teacher, but
Right. So I I don't really know exactly how they're teaching in school.
right.
This was better for me because I could actually overhear or see the lessons and how
Right.
they were being taught. But in school, it's somewhat of a mystery
Mhm. What she's even
what their
picking
even,
up, yeah.
yeah, what their strategy is or what their methods are.
Right. You're just knowing that the teacher's telling her to guess, right? At that
That
point.
was about it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
mostly the feedback that I'm overhearing with my kid was, Miss so and so told me to just guess the word, and I'm like, yeah,
Right.
but you're not even trying the first letter.
Right. Yeah. So being able to like look at the word first, and because a lot of time that's normal to like that's what a lot of kids will do. They'll look at the first letter or the first two letters and just like see something.
Right, right, and that would make more sense, but she wasn't even
She wasn't doing
reading
that.
that very first letter to guess.
Right. What would you tell a parent who is on the fence about the program and didn't know if it would work for their child?
I think the program is worth the investment, and I think that it will help. It's like an investment. It'll be easier in the following year rather than struggling through each year. You kind of allow yourself an advantage.
Right. Yeah. And get on top of it when they're like you said, you have a first grade, you had a first grader. So getting on top of it now means a
A
big difference
smoother
for
school
her.
year.
Yeah. Over the course of those 12 weeks, we definitely went from like working on like B and D or reversing that. That's a
Oh,
tricky,
yeah, that's
that's a
right. Yeah,
tricky
that
one.
was a big one.
Yep. And then her blends and everything like that, and being able to break up the syllables,
Yes.
you know. So definitely feel like we made some more progress. And her feeling like she can read now and she
Yeah, and
wants to
that's
read,
the
which is
most important part of what I got from this is the confidence because it's just gonna make it easier throughout the school year.
oh, awesome. And then what did Tammy think about the group setting of the class and what does she think about the classes in general?
Oh, Tammy. She has fun while she's in it. She gets a little flustered, right? Because she's competitive.
With her game, yep. She
Yeah.
wants to win the games.
Yes, she always wants to win the games, but I also think that it kind of helped her sportsmanship. I think it made her like better about like letting other people win.
Right. Yeah, like it's okay. They won this time. You won last time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. As that's all you know, it comes from practice.
Yeah.
Comes too, being able to be like, that's still the point of a group. You know, you're still
Yeah.
learning other skills too. You're socializing with other people and still being able to say like keep up with the group and also be like a team player too. Because hey, we're focused on reading, right? And she'd be like, sure, I'll
I
take it. But
At first I had hoped that she could do the one-on-one tutoring, but I felt like when she was in the group, it worked. I was worried that she wasn't gonna feel like she was getting the attention she needed,
mhm,
but the other kids participating, I think, kept her in line with participating too.
right.
Like monkey see, monkey do.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. You fade off of each other in a group like that. And it's a small group, so you know
Yeah.
everybody's kind of taking their turn and pay attention to her turn because when your turn comes around, you're gonna have to read one of those same words. You gotta remember
Yep.
what she said. So definitely. Well, that's awesome. So I just thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Thank you, and thank you for working with me around my schedule.
Yeah, no problem. And I've had so much fun working with Tammy. She's the sweetest little girl. She's so cute. And I just love her personality. And she was just a joy to work with. And I'm looking forward to hearing more from you guys just about her journey in general. Just anytime.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if I find that she needs a little more support during the school year, I'll be sure to give you a call.
Okay.
And hopefully we can do this again in the summer.
Yeah, definitely. Well,